Most of the people have no idea where they are actually stand with respect to their money. And in this video, I am going to break it down how Swedes are actually doing financially by looking at their income, their saving, the net worth, investment and the debt. So by the end of this video, you will be able to see exactly how you compare to an average person in Sweden. So let's get simply start with a number then everyone absolutely that's an income. The average disposable income in Sweden is around 600,000 Swedish kronor per year. That's household income, not an individual income. Which means that some household earn much lesser, while some other household earn significantly higher. But here is the thing, lot of people think that higher income automatically makes someone very wealthy. But it doesn't work like that. Higher income is an opportunity and wealth is what you keep with you. I have seen the people earning 70,000, 80,000 kroner per month, but they are still living paycheck to paycheck. A bigger apartment, a new Volvo, expensive vacation, constant lifestyle upgrade. Every krona that comes in go straight back out. And at the same time, I have seen the family they earn much lesser, who live slightly below their mean, save consistently and invest every month. So who do you think is in a stronger financial position? That is why the income matters. But it's not a real scoreboard. The real scoreboard is a net worth. The net worth is everything you own minus everything you owe. Or in other words, your assets minus your liabilities. The net worth is a clear picture of your financial progress. In Sweden, the median net worth per adult is roughly around 1 million kroner. That sounds a lot to some people and surprisingly low to others. But here is where it gets more interesting. Net worth is not flat across all ages. It changes drastically with respect to your age. As the people buy their home, build their investment portfolio, pay off debt, their net worth tends to go up. So if you are under 35 and having a net worth of around 200,000 to 400,000 kroner, that's already put you close to or above many people of your age. So by the 40s, it's not very uncommon to see the net worth of around 1 million kroner or more than that. So by the 50s or 60s, many homeowners and the long-term investors have built several million kroner in their net worth. So if you are 30-year-old and sitting on the 500,000 Swedish kronor in your net worth, you might feel behind when you look at the social media, but statistically, you are actually doing very well. And if you are in your 50s with a 3 to 5 million kroner in your net worth, you already been very strong financial position compared to most of household in Sweden. But net worth has one weakness. It doesn't tell you whether someone can handle an emergency tomorrow, and that's where the savings comes in. And this is where the things get more interesting. A surprising number of the people in Sweden have a very limited cash saving available in their bank accounts. Many households have most of their wealth tied up to their housing or their investments. Which means that if there's someone emergency comes up, for example like the car breakdown, the washing machine die or any unexpected expenses will appear, your cash flow will become a problem. That's why the financial expert always recommend to keep the emergency fund of at least 3 to 6 months of your expenses. The emergency fund will never make you rich. It will only keep you safe. It's all about sleeping well at night, knowing that life can throw a curveball and you will be okay. Remember, saving won't make you wealthy, but they can stop a financial setback from turning into a financial disaster. To build a real wealth, your money has to grow. And that's actually where the investments comes in. Sweden actually has an advantage that many countries don't. A large number of the Swedes population owns funds, stock and the investment account like ISK and KF. But even then, many people are still missing out the long-term power of investment. If you are consistently investing every month in a broader index fund, you are already doing something better than the most of the people who know that they should do, but they never stick to that. And here is why it's matter. Saving has a ceiling, but investment don't. Having 100,000 kroner in an emergency fund create a security, but 100,000 kroner invested create an opportunity. Given enough time, they can grow into a 500,000 kroner, then even 1 million kroner and then several million kroner. I still remember the day when the first time my investment earns more in a day that I earn in a month from the work. It was not a life-changing money for me, but it changed the way I look the money forever. For the first time, my money was working harder than I did. And that's the moment when you stop feeling completely dependent on your next paycheck. Of course, investing becomes much harder when the debt eating out your income. The debt is the one area where the Swedes are stand out. Swedish households are among the most in-debt country in the Europe. A huge part of that comes from the mortgage loans. Well, mortgage debt isn't necessarily a bad debt. It's allow the people to own a house and build a long-term wealth. But the debt becomes very dangerous when it starts controlling your monthly cash flow. Car loan, consumer loan, buy now pay later service, credit card balance, those are the debt that are actually destroying your financial progress. Unlike United States, Sweden does not have the same student loan crisis. CSN loan generally have very low interest rate and much better repayment terms. So for many Swedes, the biggest risk is not the student debt, it's only a lifestyle debt. The habit of borrowing the money to maintain your lifestyle that your income simply can't support. If you are avoiding high interest consumer loan or aggressively paying it off, you are already ahead of the lot of the people in Sweden. Because the debt is stealing your future income. Every krona spent on the interest is a krona that can't be invested and eventually keep you away from the financial freedom. So when you compare yourself financially, don't just simply ask how much money do I make. That's only a surface level question. Instead, you should ask what's your net worth and how much debt do I have? Could I handle the emergency tomorrow? And am I investing consistently or not? Because those are the real indicator of financial health. The most of the people compare themselves to the wrong people. They compare themselves to the loudest people. People showing off the new car, luxurious vacation, expensive watches, perfect lifestyle on the social media. But here is what I have learned. The real wealth is usually quiet. The people building the wealth, they are not trying to impress the stranger online. They are more focused on buying back their freedom by achieving a financial freedom. If you have no consumer debt, solid emergency fund and investing consistently every month, you are already doing much better than most of the people in Sweden. Even though if your income is not an extraordinary. The wealth is not about looking rich, it's all about having a choice, having a peace of mind and having control of your time. So when you compare yourself to an actual average instead of the social media highlights, you might realize something very surprising. You are actually not behind, you might actually be ahead. You might be quietly winning. So here is my challenge to you. Stop comparing yourself to the people who are more louder, flashier, and often the more in debt than they actually appear. Compare yourself to the reality. If you are doing well, just keep going on. And if you are behind, now you know exactly where to focus on the debt, saving, and the investment. I really hope you find this video very helpful. If you would like me to make more video anything related to money, wealth, investment and personal finance in Sweden, please let me in the comment below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.